Hello everyone, this is Major General Z-Man. I am now back after like what, 6 months of no videos. I want to apologize for that. I haven't really had the time to like make a video or even the motivation to do so. Cause like I haven't had really the time. Even though it is summer, I haven't really had the time. I've been working a lot, and so I haven't really had the time to make a video or really the motivation to do so. Cause like I don't know what I should make a video on or a video about. But today I'm here to make a video. I have the time to do so now. To at least get this video out. And this video, I'm going to talk about Call of Duty, actually. About what's been going on with Call of Duty. And while I do that, I'm going to probably make a big mistake and play Origins. And if you can't tell, I am on the boy client for Black Ops 3.
It began long ago, on the battlefields of the Great War.
Can I skip this? I don't want to watch this.
Two German scientists.
Can I skip this? Okay.
Harness...
Yeah, so... Excuse me, sorry. Yeah, a lot has been going on with Call of Duty lately. If you've been keeping up with COD. Why do I have two weapons? The RP5
I am alive!
and now there's 86.
Where's the brain? Where's the brain? 9. Maxis must wait. They will be here again soon. The robot must prepare the defenses. Start up the conversion generators.
Now, whoa, a little lag. Is that lag? Some slight lag. That's not a big issue. But, yeah, a lot has been going on for Call of Duty. Now, if you've been living underneath Patrick Starr's rock, let me catch you up. So, if you don't know, about a couple of, like, months back, I think, what, 2 months or so back, Activision sent out a cease and desist to SM2 and X Labs. Now, if you don't know what those are, I'll explain what SM2 and X Labs and Plutonium
There's
is.
so much to do.
SM2 was going to be a mod
the opening of the
for the original Modern Warfare. That it was basically going to be its own game, really. And it was like going to be a collection of all of these things from different COD games, so weapons and maps, you know, things like that, all into like one mod. Yeah, now what the problem with that is that at some point the SM2 team decided that they were going to switch to the Modern Warfare Remastered. Now that wouldn't be such a problem if they didn't say that the people that had bought the original Modern Warfare 2 to play SM2 told them that, hey, you don't need to buy Modern Warfare Remastered. In other words, they were basically promoting piracy of MWR, which is a big no-no for Activision.
I consider this to be the very definition of an exercise in futility.
What they should have done instead is just say that people had to buy MWR, even though that would have been a not great move.
All around me.
It's better than having them been shut down,
the voices
but
of the
that's not what they did, and now SM2 is gone forever and ever.
As I scratched.
Now, X Labs was a modded client
They are manifesting in our immediate area.
Modern Warfare 2, the original one, Advanced Warfare and Ghosts, otherwise known as IW4X, IW6X, and S1X.
That's what I call
the problem with X Labs was that they were also promoting piracy, literally on their site, which you can't get to now, but their website literally showed you how to get. They had links to like torrents or like zip files or whatever of the full games that you could just simply download. Basically pirated versions of these games that you could just simply download for free, not having to buy these full games at all, as well as the DLC as well. So that was also like a big no-no for Activision. They
The chalk
do
drawings
not allow
appeared
this
overnight.
client
We have been
to,
unable to explain their origins.
you know, have pirated versions. How do I have? Oh, I because I got meal kick. That's fine.
At least this may allow my
Anyway, yeah, they
continued
do not
survival.
allow this client to, you know, give out these games
I was
for
lucky
free
this time. I know what else lies beneath.
and allow people to get these DLCs for free. And that's what was in cease and desist. Now, Plutonium has not been cease and desist, and I don't think they will because they've actually done some changes to prevent them from being cease and desist in the first place. Like, they got rid of all of, like, piracy stuff. They also had links that allowed you to get their games for free. Now, some of them are not the full games.
Well,
like,
well,
you can
Samantha.
play only
Feeling generous, are we?
multiplayer on Plutonium. You can't do Spec Ops the campaign. And you can't do Black Ops 2 campaign, but you can do the multiplayer and zombies. But I think all the others can do the full games, and they were like showing you how to get some of these, or I think all of these games for free, so that way you can then play them on Plutonium. But they've changed all of that, and they've implemented some stuff to where you actually have to own, buy and purchase the game and the DLCs.
I'm trapped here. I just want to go home.
In order to play Plutonium. Like now, if you want to play World at War, you actually have to purchase World at War on Steam in order to play it on Plutonium. Now, I don't know what these developers were thinking or were on when they were doing all this stuff at the very beginning, but I have no idea, in my mind, what they thought was okay to just allow people to get these games completely for free without having to pay a single dime. Like, I don't know what was going on in their mind saying, hey, let's just allow these players to get, you know, Advanced Warfare, Ghost, Level 2, World at War and all that for free so they can play on our modded clients. Like, I don't know what...
Robot's route comes right through this area.
What they went through, what was going on, that what they thought just allowed them to, like, that just, I don't know, it's just mind-boggling in my opinion, honestly.
So much better. Always
it's just
so much
mind-boggling
better.
in my opinion. What was that? That was the VMP. Oh, I thought I was gonna get the MP40. There's no MP40 in this? But, anyway, yeah. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Now, the Blood client is a little bit different. The developer that made it, Maurice, he actually wasn't promoting piracy, at least for the full game of Black Ops 3. But if you wanted to get the Blood client at the time, you actually had to not only like subscribe to Patreon and get like access to the Discord server and the client, but you also had to
Do not succumb to your sickness.
Purchase the full game of Black Ops 3 on Steam or to even play the client.
Zombie blood. I feel
But now Maurice at this point did not get shut down specifically. He preemptively shut it down to prevent him from getting a cease and desist from Activision, so he himself did not get a cease and desist at all. It was just X Labs and SM2. But what was wrong with the Void Planet was the fact that you can get the DLCs for free on the Void Planet. Like, you could do the unlock all and get every single DLC in the game for free. Every microtransaction and all that for free. Which is a no-no for Activision, but because
don't let them disrupt the conversion
shut
process.
down the client early, did not get a decision. Simply speaking, he could bring the client completely back. But I'm pretty sure he cannot do that because that would just mean him getting cease and desisted by Activision immediately because of the free DLC.
I need something quickly. I will take this for the time being,
I've already
but I
got
will return.
You have to help me. Please. There is a way to open the gateway.
the haymaker.
My father was so close. He said, you have to follow the steps.
Now, I don't know how to do the origin Easter egg, so, like... all I'm gonna do is just get Pack Punch open, or at
The
least try to get
excavation
Pack
site is
open.
up ahead.
And that's
We'll see
gonna
the
be it.
undead in higher numbers.
I was really happy. But anyway, yeah, that's and now plutonium allows us to play, you know, World at War and all that free. They have not gotten cease and desisted, thankfully. But yeah, it's sad to see SM2 and Blood Plant.
Oh, not the first I have killed you.
Now you can, there are ways to now. Oh, it was only the Xbox launcher that was shut down. It wasn't the individual clients themselves. So there are ways to get these individual clients back. But I'm not gonna show you guys how to do that. And I don't think I'm gonna do that myself. Because I never really played XLab a lot, honestly.
You are not the first I
So
have
I don't
killed.
think I'm gonna get any of
Not
those
be
games
the
back.
last.
And I only had Ghosts and
I need
Modern
bullets.
Warfare 2, so I just get those games back.
Did you put the chalk drawings here, Samantha?
Yeah, and yeah, should we get another gun?
I need something now.
Oh, hi. How are you
Are
doing?
a great deal.
Oh,
Siren is a rallying call to battle.
Yeah, you're gonna die.
Not far. Wretched hands away from me.
Oh my god,
The
get away.
transformative power of 115. It was energy from matter.
Please die.
Living order. It is one of our soup operatives. Infected
You're
during
not
the day.
dying? You're not dying?
Get out of my
Oh,
way.
there we go.
I
Kill
have
you.
much to do.
One of Max's broken
That
stop.
part, I don't think all you can know the ability.
I'm trying to remember.
But now let's talk about the issues that are
The staffs of
happening with
the
Call of Duty.
ancients were lost.
Now,
My
if you
father made copies.
still been looking
You can
underneath
find
Patrick
them.
Star's Frog,
You can get
and you
any
don't know
codes.
what's
You can
going
open the
on
gateway
with
to
Call of Duty in
Agartha.
general, Cold War, Black Ops 3 or MW2, allow me to catch you up. Now, Black Ops 3, for a long while, has suffered very big security issues. Like, people are able to remotely
As the
crash
115
your game.
generators came online,
They
the
can
appearance
open
of this
PCs,
object shimmered
They can send you remote
as though
code to your
dropping in
computer.
and out of
So
reality
you can remotely
itself.
control it and get all of your information, so your bank account information, your SSN, you know, all that stuff just gone. And it was so bad that
This area is where the robots
people
live.
really would have to make their
It's
own
almost
patch
like they do not know I
to
am here.
fix these issues for Black Ops 3. Right?
The giant robots may be our greatest scientific achievement, made possible only because of element 115.
But yeah, these people are able to do all of these things on Black Ops 3, all because you're playing Black Ops 3. All because you're playing a game that you love to play. All because you're playing a custom zombie map. They can gain access to your computer, remotely control it,
Don't let them disrupt the
and
conversion
that would just be
process.
the end. Now, and literally an article was posted sometime a long time ago about this, and that led Activision
The stab parts are scattered
to
across
them to actually kind of fix the game. I don't know if there's new remote code exploits on Black Ops 3 currently. I wouldn't be surprised if there is now. But when they fixed the game, they fixed the remote code exploits and all that, and that was it. But literally, not only 24 hours later, all that stuff was back. So that update back in February was just terrible. So we're attacking. Oh, I do.
Quickly! We cannot allow the generator to be
I
overrun.
need to get generator 5 up. I need to go back to generator 3. That's like super far away, isn't it? I know games do not have to make that sound. I'm going as fast as I possibly can with all my perks. Oh, it's right there too. How do I get over there? No! Oh, how do I get over there? Oh my god, I need to get over there right now.
They seek out the generators.
Oh, how do I get over there? No! Where are they going? Are they going toward this generator? I can kill them along the way. Yep. Alright, all the guys are dead.
They know the advantages the generators provide us.
Let's get this reactivated. Get another solid one, shall we?
They are appearing all around us.
Well, good. I actually need that.
The weapon is empty. I was provoked.
Where's the chest? Isn't there a chest here that, like... Oh, maybe I need to go back to the spawn. Where's my reward? Max ammo. Oh, that's actually
Our ammunition shortages are at an end. For the
so,
time being,
okay,
at least.
actually, what gun should I get off the wall that I want pack? Because I want the MP40 pack, actually. I need to go hit the box, actually. Oh, I don't want him to hit me. That's the last zombie, isn't it? Can I get rid of all of my... Yeah, I'll get rid of all these. Just that way I don't get hit by him. There we go. But, anyway. Yeah, Black Ops has some serious issues. And now, Cold War and Modern Warfare 2 are also having the same...
Please me greatly
exact
if you want to give me
issue as
something
Black
better
Ops
this
3.
time.
No joke.
Facing the undead hordes, I am in no position to refuse whatever you may offer.
Haven't been keeping up. Cold War and MW2 are completely unsafe to say, unsafe to play, as well as basically every single COD game. Yes, every single COD game is completely unsafe to play. Like, absolutely unsafe to play.
The machine functions just as Max has predicted.
There's no safe way to play any of these games other than to play them in offline mode. Now, they are fixing Cold War, I hope. As Cold War just recently got an update that fixed the major issues. Now, what these hackers can do is that they can not only remotely crash your game, boot you offline, they can DDoS you, they can get your IP address so they can figure out where you, live. They can permanently ban your account so that way you're no longer ever to play these COD games ever again. And let's just say that you have a higher chance of winning the lottery than ever getting your account back, because Activision Sport is virtually non-existent. And yeah, that's what they can do on every single COD game. Every single COD game. And Activision is just now fixing Cold War. But why aren't they fixing MW2? These hackers can do all of these things on MW2.
Are you behind this, Samantha?
And they not even fix it. And MW2.
As the generator is fully operational, we can
Horrible
access the
state.
ancient device atop the
Like-
mound. It provides a means to upgrade our weapons.
Like, MW2 is just in a horrible state. I've only ever played the beta. I don't have the full game. But I'm pretty sure if you're someone that plays on the MW2 and you watch this video, you can agree with me that MW2 is a horrible game. Like, it was like fun for the first day of launch. But now, But now the game, like, Activision just
barely
tanking
move
the
in this
game
mud.
just to hype up MW3. When we all know that MW3 is going to be just as bad as MW2, like. And the fact that these hackers can do all this stuff in every single COD game just baffling as to why Activision will prioritize it.
Science will one day explain
Prioritize
all
these
of
security
this.
issues. Like, what in their right mind thinks it's okay?
For strong.
It's alright to like sell these
Only
fully
Maxes have lived to see this
Call
functioning.
of Duty game almost $100 because the full game is 60 plus another 60 to get the DLC.
Perhaps further upgrades may be possible.
It just
The machine functions just as Max has predicted.
Like, how can they just allow this? And this is happening on every COD game too, so there's no safe way to play these COD games. I think they're fixing Black Ops 3.
Can't forget this. It's very
I
important
believe.
indeed.
Not Black Ops 3. No, that's toast. But Cold War. They're fixing Cold War. Surprisingly, even though, which is surprising because, you would think that they would focus on,
Get back! Grenade!
the COD game that everyone's playing, which is MW2. Not that there's really anybody playing that game, because it's terrible. But you would think that they would fix, MW2, all the security, because it's, it was COD game. They prioritize the new game over anything else because, when they release a new COD game, they forget the previous one ever existed. And so, I don't know why they're not fixing these issues. It's just
Father said the chambers were doorways, opened by the songs of the ancients. Harness the elements. Only with all.
It's just insane. So it's unsafe to play any COD game. Modern Warfare 2, Vanguard, if you somehow still play that game, World War 2, even all the way back to Black Ops 2. If you buy Black Ops 2, which costs about $100, $60 for the main game, the base game, plus another $50 for all the DLC, and you play multiplayer, you're going to lose all of your information. And that to me is just insane. How they can just, how Activision just allow to sell all these games with these security issues. Like, where are the lawsuits? Where is somebody telling them that they can't do this, that they need to do something about this? Like, I don't know about you guys, but Activision Call of Duty has been on a downhill ever since Ghosts, because Black Ops 2 was the last greatest Call of Duty game. Name me a Call of Duty game that is universally accepted by the entire community as a great COD game past Black Ops 2. I'll wait. Right, there isn't one. Now before you say, oh, but Z-Man, Black Ops 3 is a great COD game. Now that depends on who you ask. Because yes, Black Ops 3 does have custom mod support, so the zombies community can, make all these great experiences. But even then, not everybody liked Black Ops 3 because all of these custom mod stuff is only on the PC version of Black Ops 3. So, and not everyone can play Black Ops 3 on PC. So the console players are left out on all this custom modding stuff. And, not everyone likes Black Ops 3 because, maybe they don't like the, maybe kind of challenging zombies, or the campaign, or even the futuristic multiplayer of the Exo move and all that. So that's why I don't think Black Ops 3 is universally accepted by the COD community, by the entire COD community as a great COD game. And I don't think there ever will be. There are some good COD games from COD games past Black Ops 2. Like Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 is a good one because of, you know, the custom modding support and all that. But has there been a great COD game that's been accepted by the entire community? No. And I think Black Ops 3 is like the only like small uphill past Black Ops 2 because it's been downhill ever since Ghost. Ever since Ghost, Activision and Call of Duty have stopped listening to the community like how they did during Black Ops 2 and MW2 and all that. They've stopped listening to the COD community and just been doing the exact opposite of what we want ever since Ghosts. Ever since Ghosts. And it's just getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse ever since then. And it's just even worse by the fact that all these COD games are unsafe to play and that you can literally
thought the staff parts were lost forever.
You're hacked for just simply playing a game that you love to play. It is literally insane that and mind-boggling that this is Call of Duty 2023 and it's virtually unplayable to play any COD game at all. And if you somehow don't believe me and you think I am just talking out of my own butt, everyone is talking about this. You can look up Call of Duty is unsafe to play on Google or on YouTube and guarantee that you'll get a bunch of videos talking about this. Mr. T-Lexify has made a video, J Bowen the Man has made a video, Mr. Dog JD has made a video. Every like major COD YouTuber that makes COD videos has made a video about this. So if you somehow don't believe me, go watch all those videos and go see for yourself that this is the reality that we live in with Call of Duty. And it's just insane. When I saw that these actors could permanently ban your account over, I stopped playing the game and I just was playing Battlefield 1 for like weeks until that recent 1.38 patch that came out. What I hoped might lead to that fix was the permabanning issues and the IP address issues and all that. That's what I hope was fixed. I hope that they actually didn't need to fix those issues. Because the last thing that we need is for them to fix them. And then 24 hours later, all of these issues that we're complaining about are back. Just like what happened with Black Ops 3. Like that, I don't want that to happen. What I think Activision needs to do is to actually listen to the community for once. You know, the thing that they've stopped doing ever since Ghost, and actually listen to the community. And, you know, fix every single one of these COD games. And the reason why it's happening in all these COD games is because they've been using the same exact engine ever since COD 4, the first modern
one of the 115
game,
generators is under attack.
2007. Yes.
Another attack on the armored undead is imminent.
The first modern warfare game. Yes, that's what. The engine is so cool that there's all of these security issues going on.
They will escape. They always do. So far, get hands away from me.
It's just insane. Like, not preach on the old Z-Man. Did they change the engine when they made Model for 2019? Did they like change the engine? So that way the game looks really good and all that, and all these gameplay changes? Well, no. Because it's still the same engine. They just update it. Just like how Unreal Engine update, just like how Epic Games updates Unreal Engine, that way it gets better and better and better with every version of the engine. It's still the same engine, it's just that it's a different version of the engine. that's what's going on with Black Ops with Call of Duty. It's the same engine, just a newer version of the engine. But the engine is so old that people can like that there's just so many security issues with the engine that it is just so old that
I can barely move in
shouldn't
this
even
mud.
be used in a COD game because it's just so old that it's so old that all these issues are present and they're not fixing it. I want to know when was the last time they actually, like, I don't know, updated the security of the Call of Duty engine, because it's probably been a while since they have. If all of these issues are going on, yeah, I don't think they've updated it in a long time, in a minute.
Let me go!
And they definitely should, because if they don't, there's going to be some big... Die, please.
I can hear you, Samantha. I know what you're doing.
It's just insane. They need to change the engine. They need to change the engine. I bet you that when the beta of MW3 comes out, that these same security issues will be present. There will be hackers in the beta and all that, and all these issues will be present in the beta and in the full game. Like, there were hackers in the MW2 beta. So I bet you that there will be hackers in the MW3 beta and full game. And they will not care whatsoever. What's so funny is that literally after SM2 and X-Labs and Void Clan gets shut down by Activision, a week or two after,
all around.
is when
Where are my
Cold War
allies?
gets hacked. And I'm surprised that nobody has mentioned that at all. Because it's so funny that happens only after only after the clients get shut down. It's so funny. Huh. That's such a weird timing. It's all of this is just insane. Now let's talk about Call of Duty in general. Like, it's just terrible with the Call of Duty games that we've got recently. Cold War was the last good Call of Duty game. I mean, even that, oh shit, what the fuck? Even that had its problems. Well, I know it's Cold War is. Oh shit.
I thought my life was ending.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I gotta
Wretched,
run. I'm boned. I am boned. Oh, I just cornered myself. Oh my god, I need to head to Gobblegum. I need to get to Gobblegum. Where's Gobblegum? I need to get Gobblegum like right now. I need to get Perkaholic back. I'm so reliant on that. But anyway. Yeah, Cold War's the last good COD game. You say Vanguard is a good COD game? I don't even know if I should even consider you as a human being anymore. Because nobody even likes Vanguard. Nobody. Please be. Oh no, it's Soda Fountain. That's not what I want. Oh no, I do not need Soda Fountain. No. Please. Please give me Perkaholic. No, that's not what I mean, that is useful, but that's not what I want. Oh my god. Oh my god, people are going fast. They're like super sprinting at this point.
Are you watching me, Samantha? Are you?
Oh, dang.
Just as Max as
Please,
predicted.
can we use it one more time?
I am
No.
one of them.
Please give me it. Oh my god. I cannot live without these perks. But anyway, yeah, Vanguard Zombie was terrible. I never got Vanguard, and I never got MW2, and I never will. But I played Vanguard Zombies. It's horrible. I don't know what they were thinking to combine Outbreak from Cold War and round-based zombies, but that was a horrible decision, and I'm pretty sure they'll never do that ever again. But it's just horrible. It's Horrible. As well as Black Ops 4 Zombies. Black Ops 4 Zombies also is a terrible zombies experience. But I would rather play Black Ops 4 Zombies than Vanguard Zombies. At least Black Ops 4 Zombies has, you know, at least 2 good maps I like that are decently okay. And at least it's all round based.
Before his demise, Maxis grew obsessed with these recordings.
It's one of the songs. It has to be.
Like, this is insane. Modern Warfare 3, all of the issues that we can complain about in MW2, they're gonna fix them in MW3. But then that's just gonna be that. They're not gonna really fix anything else. They're not gonna be very communicative and transparent about anything when it's Activision and the devs are. You know, they never are with this stuff. And like, Modern Warfare 3 is going to be, we're all going to get hyped up for, oh, this is going to be a good Call of Duty game, and then when it comes out, oh, this is a trash Call of Duty game, I'm going back to MW2, I'm going back to this COD game. Like, we have to keep our expectations below the ground when it comes to these Call of Duty games. Like, we have to stop hyping them up and buying them in the first place. Is MW3 going to be worth it? No. $70 for what's just going to be another MW2? No. It's the same game. It's the same thing every year. It's the same thing. Like, nothing's going to change at all. At all, people. Like, we're going to be paying for the same COD game every year, and we're all going to dislike it. And then we're going to get hyped up for it, the next one. And then we're gonna buy it, we're gonna dislike it, and so on and so on. You see what I'm saying here? It's an endless cycle. We gotta stop. We gotta keep our expectations super, super, super low for these COD games. Like, is MW2 gonna be a good COD game? Hell no, it's not going to be a good COD game. You tell me if MW2 right now is a good COD game. It's not. MW3 is not going to be a good COD game. It's gonna suffer the same fate as MW2. Also, they're shutting down Warzone 1. And they just now changed Warzone 2.0 to just Warzone. Warzone 2.0 is now a replacement for Warzone Caldera. They're shutting down Warzone Caldera. And their excuse is, oh, we want people to play the new Warzone. That way they can experience that Warzone. They just want you to, so all that money that you spend on Warzone, wasted. If you're somebody that just got Warzone for free, and you spent money on the bundles and all that, that is gone. That is out the window. All that money that you spent, wasted. Absolutely wasted. Gone. And they want you to go and play the new Warzone, which isn't even doing as good which isn't even doing as good as Warzone 1 did. Like, not everyone likes Warzone 2. Warzone 2 is worse than Warzone 1. And I don't even play Warzone. I don't like Warzone. I'm not really a Battle Royale player. I think Battle Royale has had its time. I think we should be done with that whole Battle Royale stuff, but, like, Warzone 2.0 is terrible, and it's also ridden with hackers and all that. The same hackers that can do all these things on every single COD game. Now, I don't know if they fixed these issues for MW2 when Season 4 came out, but I don't know why all these content creators are playing and streaming MW2, the new season, when there are still these hackers going around doing all these things. Like, I understand that you need to make content, but seriously, why would you risk your computer, your information, your account, just to like keep up with the algorithm on YouTube? Like, is it really worth it? If I was a big streamer, I would not be touching a COD game at all. At least one that's not safe to play. I'm playing on the Blood client, which is a modern client. This is completely safe to play. There are no hackers. My information cannot be stolen. My game cannot be remotely crashed. No one can get my IP address. Well, as long as I don't go on a public. I think some servers that I could go onto on multiplayer. I think some people could get my IP address, but as long as I don't go on that, I should be okay. But yeah, I don't know why all the streamers all of a sudden just simply forgot that these hackers just even existed and are just playing on the NW2 and streaming the game. Like, stop playing the game because this is all happening. Like, it's just insane that these people are just playing the game and streaming it, forgetting that these issues exist, and just to get views and likes and subscribers and just keep up with the algorithm on YouTube. Like, is it that worth it? Just go play another game. Even if you're a content creator that just thrives off Call of Duty content, and like that's like what most of your fan base wants to see, I'm pretty certain you'll be fine if you stop playing COD games because it's unsafe to play them. And I'm pretty certain that your community, your fan base, will understand that. Because if they don't, they're not good people. If they don't understand that, like if they want you to get information taken away and all that, they're not good players. All they care about is watching you play COD games, and that's it. If they don't care about the reason why you don't want to play the games, no, they're not good. They're not good fans. Like all of these issues need to be fixed. I hope Activision fixes them. That's if they fix it, because do they care? No, they don't care at all. Has Activision ever cared about anything COD community-wise ever since Ghosts? Nah. Maybe the only good thing was Black Ops 3 Custom Mosscore, but yeah, that. MW3 is going to be a terrible game, I will tell you that right now. Will I play the beta of MW3, if there is one for the PS4? Yeah, probably, definitely. Just to see how it will be. I played the Vanguard Alpha and Beta, I played the MW2 Beta, but I never bought those full games. Why? Because they're terrible games that shouldn't even exist. Because of how terrible they are. They shouldn't even exist. Vanguard especially shouldn't even exist. I don't think it was even supposed to exist in the first place. Same thing for Cold War. I don't think that was supposed to exist in the first place either. But like, MW3 is gonna be terrible. What's even worse with MW3 is that it's rumored / leaked. This isn't fully confirmed, but it's leaked that Infinity Ward's going to be doing the campaign. Sledgehammer, for some reason, is going to be doing multiplayer. And here's the worst part. Treyarch. The people that just did Cold War Zombies and just did Vanguard Zombies, a game that they shouldn't even be helping out with in the first place, are doing MW3 Zombies. Assuming MW3 will get zombies, because we have no idea if it's going to even get zombies in the first place. And apparently the rumor is, the leak is that it's going to be an Outbreak 2.0, which is supposedly a better version of Cold War Outbreak. But really, all we know, what it's going to be is it's going to be Mazrah.
Robot's route comes right through this area.
If I pronounce that map correctly, it's going to be that map, but Outbreak. They're just going to take the Warzone map. They're just going to take the Warzone maps and make them Outbreak maps, and that's it. And it's probably going to be like very similar objectives to from Cold War. There really isn't going to be anything new. What could they do that's new in Outbreak 2.0? I don't know. You tell me. Maybe more Dark Ether stuff, but even then. It all comes down as to how they actually do it. Because the leak is that it's just the main alpha experience. There's not going to be a single round-based experience in MW3 Zombies at all. At least according to these leaks. I'm a fan. I like Outbreak. You know, I like Outbreak and Cold War. Cold War Zombies is one of my favorites. I really do like Outbreak. But, you know, I'm a big round-based guy, too. So, you know, the fact that there's not going to be any round-based zombies, it's just going to, you know, want to pull people away from MW3 zombies. Now, sure, Outbreak does, you know, there are people that do like Outbreak. I'll say that, but, you know, not everyone likes Outbreak. A lot of people just, you know, like the good old round-based survival. I also hope that MW3 has a good zombies mastery camo. You know, Dark Ether and Cold War is an amazing zombies camo. It's a really good zombies camo. Dark Ether and Vanguard, such a shitty mastery camo. It's probably the worst one ever. It's probably worse than the mastery camos in Advanced Warfare. It's literally just a moving green line. You tell me how that is a mastery camo. And not to mention that Vanguard Zombies is a horrible prequel to Cold War Zombies. Like, nothing about Vanguard fits into Cold War, into Cold War Zombies. Like, there's no mention of Vanguard, of anything Vanguard Zombies related in Cold War at all. So, because Treyarch was forced to pull Vanguard Zombies out of their ass and make it, they just had to. They were kind of in a pickle. They had to either make a horrible prequel or make a horrible sequel. Both bad decisions. And they're forced to do this, by the way, from Activision, so they have to make something. They just decided to do a horrible prequel. And they just decided to have their sequel be good. And because of that, Vanguard Zombies was terrible. The way that Dark Ether looks.
I heard something about another song.
In Vanguard Zombies.
One that would open the main chamber.
Cold War Dark Ether is all purple. It's all dark, purple, underwater themed, you know. And Vanguard Zombies, it's all occult style. It's all red. And all that, like, all red theme. How did it go from this hellish, demon-looking landscape to this underwater, purpley, vibrant colors and all that in Cold War? Like, what the hell happened? It doesn't make sense story-wise. What caused Dark Ether to go from the way it looks in Vanguard to in Vanguard to Cold War? Someone, please explain that to me in the comments below. I would love to see why. What causes this. But MW3 Zombies, I'm keeping my expectations super low for that. Now, if MW3 Zombies is good and everyone is loving it, will I get MW3? Possibly. Will I get $70? No, I'm not gonna waste $70 just to get MW3. $70 is way too much. I don't even know what caused games to be $7 now. I think that they should just be kept. Standard versions should be kept at $50 and that's it. And don't give me, oh, it's because of inflation. I'm pretty certain that inflation cannot cause video games. Things that we play with a controller or a keyboard. No. I don't believe that one bit. And before you say that, oh, but these COD games, they have the Ricochet anti-cheat. You know, isn't that supposed to help? Now, people always hype up the Ricochet anti-cheat. I'm going to tell you that I refuse to believe it even exists or works. If it worked, all these issues that we're talking about right now, Call of Duty wouldn't even exist. At least in these new COD games, these COD games that have Ricochet anti-cheat. But because all these issues are present, I don't think Ricochet anti-cheat even exists at all. Like, I don't think it's even a thing. They just say it's in there, but it really isn't. Because if it was, it would work. And because it doesn't work, it doesn't even exist.
Be careful. This area is where the robot steps.
It's just insane. Now, there is some good news out of this. The Black Ops 3 community is still thriving. It's still good, even after all the stuff that's been going on with SM2, you know, and all that. It's still thriving. It's still doing good. Like, for example, there's going to, like, for example, Mr. 2X5 and some other map creators are remastering, are doing like kind of like a Zombies Chronicles 2, and are remastering some of these Call of Duty maps. Like, for example, Call of the Dead was fully remastered. I think 5 is fully remastered. I think Die Rise is fully remastered. I think we're gonna be working on Mobs of the Dead as well. And even better, there's gonna be a better Outbreak experience coming to Black Ops 3. That's going to be better than Outbreak 2.0 and MW3, the Victus mod. That is what I'm super excited for. It's going to be a better Outbreak experience in Cold War and even MW3. It is going to be a much better experience, and I believe it's going to solely take place in the Dark Ether. Cold War's Dark Ether. Which is beautiful, because Cold War's Dark Ether is beautiful, and we only ever get to go to Dark Ether in Cold War in D Machina and Outbreak loadout objective. So the fact that it's going to take place solely, hopefully solely in the Dark Ether, is insane. And we're going to be playing as the Victus crew, which I know a lot of people don't like the Victus crew. I, for one, I actually personally like the Victus crew. They're one of my favorite cast of zombie characters, in my opinion. I know some people don't like them, and that they prefer the Primus crew, or the Ultimus crew, the old and young versions of Takeo, Nikolai, Dempsey, and Riptaka. Because, you know, we've played as those characters for a really long time, and we've gotten used to them, and we, know who they are as characters and people. But the Victus mod is what I'm really excited for. I'm going to be playing that, maybe even doing a couple of videos on that whenever it comes out. I think it's going to come out sometime in August, if I'm not mistaken. That's like, so that's like 2 months away. So that's going to be, that's pretty good. As for this year for gaming, it's okay. I mean, we got MW3 that's going to come out. Even though Activision completely lied to us and said, oh, MW3 is going to be a paid DLC expansion for MW2. No, you have to think about it. It never was going to be a paid DLC. It was always, they're always going to be a fully fledged COD game every year. Why? Because why would Activision miss out on making $1 billion a year for every COD game they release? Because they make $1 billion off of every COD game that they release. They made $1 billion off of they made $1 billion or so off of MW2. They made $1 billion or so off of Vanguard, off of Cold War, so on, so on, so on. Why would they miss out on $1 billion? To them, that's insane. So they're always going to pump out a COD game every year, no matter how we like it or not, no matter how the devs like it or not. And I want to make this fully clear. This is not the devs' fault. This is not Treyarch's fault. This is not Infinity Ward's fault. This is not Sledgehammer's fault. This isn't Raven Software's fault. This isn't any of the developers' fault. This is solely and purely Activision's fault ever since goes. They are the ones behind every single decision that is put in these projects. This is why we have games like Vanguard. This is why we have games like MW2. How MW2 is horrible. They are the reasons behind every single thing. And I feel so bad for developers, because developers most likely are not okay with what Activision is doing with the COD franchise. And they would absolutely love to possibly remaster a game, or maybe make a COD game on their own terms. But they can't because of Activision and how greedy they are, and all they care about is pumping as many bundles in the store as possible so that you can purchase COD points to get these bundles, because all they care about is microtransactions. They don't care about Warzone or DMZ or 636 Experience. They are tanking that like hell. There's barely any content being put into those game modes. All they care about is putting 100+ bundles in the store for you to buy. No. That's just insane. It's all their fault. And we know it. So we cannot blame the developers one bit. One bit. And I'm pretty sure the reason why they cannot be open and transparent is because of Activision. Because Activision does not want them to be open and transparent. But anyway, let's go talk about other games, because I've been ranting on for almost an hour. 54 minutes actually about Call of Duty. So I want to talk about some other games before I end this video, because I would have been just ranting and babbling on for about an hour about Call of Duty, but anyway, let's talk about some other games. I mean, Activision is doing fine. I mean, they recently released Diablo 4, and you know that made 666 million in a couple of days, which is, you know, kind of funny because that's very fitting for the game with the hell theme that they're going for. But yeah, you know, Activision's doing fine. But other games, I don't know what you guys are excited for, but I'm very excited for Starfield. Especially since it's being published by Bethesda, and the only other Bethesda game that they published I love is Prey 2017. That game I love with all my heart. And since Starfield is going to be like a space game, going to take solely in space, like you get to explore a whole universe, I'm very pumped and excited for that. Now, am I going to buy/pure the game? No. As tempting as it is to want to spend $100 or so on that digital deluxe version of the game or whatever it is in Steam, I'm not going to do it. Because I still need to, you know, take this with a grain of salt and see, and, you know, wait until everyone loves it, until everyone, you know, says it's a good game, and, you know, and all that, because last thing I want is for, you know, Starfield to be just like every other COD game released these past few years. You know, them following this notorious, stupid live service model that should honestly be fucking illegal. And the game has a horrible launch, and by the time they stop, and by the time they're done with the game, whenever that will be, only then is it a good game. And that's why I'm not going to get the game. Plus, it's only an Xbox PC exclusive. It's not going to be on PS5. Sadly, oh my god, I thought I was about to die there. But it's not going to be on PS5, which I was really hoping it was, because I plan to get a PS5 for Christmas. Because if I don't have to deal with any BS problems on the PS4, because I keep getting all these random. Well, it hasn't happened in a little while, but like a month or so ago, I'll be getting these random, you know, system software errors, database errors, etc., etc., etc. And then one time I had to re-download like every single one of my games because I had to do like a full installation of my PS4 in order to fix it, because apparently all the games were like corrupted in some way, shape, or form. So, you know, that was fun, and that was like, okay, I'm done with this. I cannot handle this. This is unbearable. I'm gonna buy a fucking PS5 for Christmas. As well as a new external storage drive, an 8TB one. So overall, this is gonna cost me $700. plus another 70 because the PS5 I'm getting is going to be bundled with The Last of Us Part 1, and I'll talk about that in a little bit, all what's going on with Last of Us. So that's why it's all this, that is $700. It might be a little bit less depending on what's going to be on sale and on whether or not one of those things will be on sale when I actually go and, you know, buy all that. But anyway, I'm pumped for Starfield. I don't know if I'll have enough storage for Starfield because I don't have much space left on my computer. I only have 1 terabyte, which is enough for, which is only enough for like for a certain amount of games. You know, if I get, you know, keep on getting these big games, I'm not gonna have enough for anything. Like, my 2 biggest games is probably GTA 5 and Blackout 3. And the only reason I have Blackout 3 is just so I can play, you know, this board climb, which is what I'm on right now. But the only reason I have GTA 5 is not because, you know, I want to play online or the story mode or anything like that. You know, I already played the story mode. And, you know, I kind of play online. I haven't really touched it in a while. But also because of the mods for GTA 5, you know, like the police mod, military mod, you know, and all that. You know, I keep that because of the mods. It's like I like to play the LSPD FR mod. The police mod, which is really fun. And then I have a whole bunch of other, you know, games, like I got all the Walking Dead games. I don't know if you guys want me to play The Walking Dead. I don't know what games you guys can see. I have a couple of Bathrooms games. I got SCP Containment Bridge. SCP is the laboratory, however you pronounce it. I don't know what you guys, if you guys want me to see, if you guys want me to play anything differently than just, you know, Call of Duty, let me know. Or if you guys want me to see me play, you know, custom zombie maps and all that, you can let me know in the comments what you guys want me to see me play. Whether it's GTA 5 content or whatever. I don't know if it's
Will not become one of
GTA
you.
5 at all because
Zombie blood.
Just
I think
as
because
Max is
GTA 5 also had IMDA issues as well, but I think they fixed that. But I don't know if there's any remote code execution exploits on there at all.
strength matches my intellect.
I don't know if there's any. Oh, I lost my fucking I lost it. Oh shit! I need to go buy that back. Can I get it back if I were to get it from the thing?
With no ammo, what hope remains?
No, I don't.
Perhaps further upgrades may be possible.
But anyway, other games. There really isn't any other games I'm excited for other than Starfield and the upcoming Last of Us multiplayer game, which I'm going to talk about now. So, if you guys don't know, I have very strong feelings for The Last of Us Part 2. Specifically the story. The game itself is amazing. I love the game. Like, as a game, I love it. You know, the graphics are good, the combat, just the gameplay itself, all that is good. It's just specifically the story that I absolutely utmost despise. And I know that that game is what really divided the Last of Us community. Because some people like the story, a lot of other people, including myself, absolutely hate it.
You will not prevent me from reaching Agartha!
But does that mean I don't love the Last of Us franchise? No, I absolutely love the Last of Us franchise. One of my favorite franchises. And universes. I love games. And
I have
really
no
cannot
means
wait
to
for
defend
this
myself.
multiplayer. But I have my expectations too low for this multiplayer game because it was originally going to be part of the Last of Us Part 2, but then like, yeah, we're just gonna make it our own game. I don't know what they're doing at Naughty Dog, but they just need to stop, like, you know, doing this stuff. I don't know what Neil Druckmann's doing over there, but the Factions game mode That's what the multiplayer game has been called. The last when it got delayed, and there was an article posted.
Can't let them take the generator.
And there was an article posted some time ago about and there was an article posted some time ago about how Naughty Dog just like they had just laid off. Well, not laid off. They just took a good chunk of people that were working on this project.
That is all.
And moved them to other projects, like Last Part 3 and all that. They had just moved a chunk of people that were working on this multiplayer game and moved them to other projects. Now there's only a small team that is working on this game. I'm dead, finally. So yeah, there's only a small group of people that are working on this Last of Us multiplayer game, Last of Us Factions game. And I don't know what to think about that. I'm greatly disappointed by that. Because this is a game that I am really excited for and wanting to play. I've been waiting for ever since Last of Us Part 2. And I really want to play it. But this delay and this article that came out talking about how they just moved all these people, I don't know what to think about it. I don't know if Neil Druckmann had any say in that decision, but Neil, what are you doing over there at Naughty Dog? If you want this Last of Us Faction game to be one of the best Last of Us games, the best multiplayer Last of Us game to date, to allow us in the community to play something while we wait for Part 3, while you guys work on Part 3, make it the best that you can. Don't move all of these people that were working on it to other titles and projects. Because now what that's going to tell the community is that, oh, now the game isn't going to be as good when it comes out. If it comes out. Because we don't have an actual release date or any like really good solid news about it. Other than just them saying that, yeah, we're still making it. Now, some of the developers have posted on Twitter saying that, hey, it's cooking in the oven, it's doing good. I don't know what to think of that either. I mean, like, they could just be saying that to keep our hopes up, and it's not going well behind the scenes. I hope that it's actually going well and that this multiplayer game does indeed be a great Last of Us game. No matter if it's bad or good or not. Will I pre-order the game if it comes out? Yes, I will 110% pre-order this Last of Us Faction game. Because I'm a very big fan of The Last of Us. I played both games, Last Remastered and Last of Us Part 2, and I will be playing Last of Us Part 1 on PS5 when I get a PS5. Even though I don't think that game should even exist, honestly. I don't know why they remastered the game again. And I've watched the HBO series, and that was alright. There were some things I liked, and there were other things that I greatly didn't like. But they did a very good job in turning The Last of Us Part 1 into a TV series. And I am not excited for The Last of Us Part 2 adaptation because, like I said, I hated the story of The Last of Us Part 2. And since they're going to do an adaptation of Part 2, I can already tell you that the story isn't going to be good. At least for me, I'm not going to like the story because I already know what happens, and I did not dislike it. And if you're somebody that greatly disliked the story in Part 2, then yeah, you'll agree with me that the story in this upcoming adaptation isn't going to be good at all. Although I will say I'm curious as to what will be what will be the same and what will be different, because there were plenty of things that were different in part 1 adaptation. So I wonder what will be different in this one. But I'm keeping my expectations for the factions super low. I don't know if we even know what it really is, because like, is this factions game going to be like something like the OG factions that you can still play in remastered, or is it going to be a 2-player like story experience? Because one of the things that Naughty Dog wrote was that talked about the game, how it's going to be like how you get to play with you and a friend, not friends, friend. So it's going to be a 2-player experience. I don't know what to think about that, but it kind of sounds like it's going to be like a story thing. Like, it's not going to be anything like the original faction. It's just going to be like you and a friend, and like this own story that could be like maybe a prequel to part 2, or maybe even take place during the same time as part 2, or maybe even after part 2, but not be like a part 3. Because we all know that part 3 needs to continue Ellie's story. Ellie's story needs to end at some point. We know that. I think part 3 is going to do that. That's when Ellie's story is going to end. As for Abby's story, they have to finish that. I wish Abby's story was like a DLC, because how many people actually care about Abby's part in the game? Oh wait, right, nobody. How many people purposely die in the theater section of the game? Because, you know, when you fight Ellie, how many people purposely die in that section because they did not want to fight Ellie? I know I have. So I don't know if it's a good idea for them when they do part 3 to do half the game be Ellie and the other half be Abby, because that made part 2 way too a little bit too long of a game. And I think part 3 should be is it should be entirely Ellie's story, because I don't think Ellie and Abby should ever meet up ever again. I think they should just end that, especially after the horrible ending of part 2. I hated it. I will never hate a video game ending more than part 2 ever in my whole life. If you can find me a video game ending that's worse than part 2, let me know. But Abby and Ellie should never meet up, and they should just end their stories in like as their own. Like, I think what part 3 should be is end Ellie's story, and then maybe do a viable add-on that is Abby's story, or do a part 4 that just focuses entirely on Abby's story and ends that. Because of what they did with Abby's story, they now have to continue it. But I'm keeping my expectations super low for this Factions game mode, even though I am excited for it. We most likely won't even hear anything official again until maybe by the end of this year, or probably sometime next year, because Naughty Dog was not at the PlayStation Fest, or whenever that was, back in like spring or so, or May, and they weren't at Summer Game Fest, which was earlier this month, I believe. And I have no idea when the Last of Us anniversary is, whether or not it's been passed or if it's upcoming or not. I have no idea. If it's passed, I don't know if they did anything for that, but I don't know. If we have not passed that, I don't know what they're going to do. I would talk about what I would like to see, and maybe in this Factions game mode and part 3, because I'm not the only one that like wants to see these things in these games. But I think I'm gonna keep that for like another video, whenever another video will be, because I have no idea when I'll make another video. I'm gonna try to get back into making videos, but I have no idea when that will be. So if I go quiet again and I don't make another video for another 6 months or so, don't be surprised. Especially since that this video has gone on for like an hour and 15 minutes. But anyway, that is all I can say right now. I just wanted to get all that off of my mind and talk to you guys about it. I have no, like I said, I don't know when I'll do another video, and I don't know what that will be on. And I think I'll just only be doing videos on my computer. I don't want to do videos on my PS4 anymore because I don't really like the built-in recording thing on there. And doing live streams on there is not so good though, because 99% of the time it pops up that internet thing on there on the stream. If you're watching the stream, it has that internet thing on there, which is a black screen with that internet symbol. Yeah, I don't want to do that, knowing that you guys have to like look at that for like 99% of a stream, and like I don't even know what I'm going. What could I stream? What, Cold War? Maybe Dead Island. Ooh, I want to get Dead Island 2 out of the way real quick. I am excited for the 2 upcoming DLCs for Dead Island, House and Solar Festival, and they also released a bunch of character packs. But will I be doing any videos on Dead Island 2? No, I don't think I will be doing any videos on Dead Island 2, sadly. As much as I would like to, I don't like PS4's built-in recording thing. Especially since that the maximum limit that you can record is an hour. Once it hits an hour, it immediately stops. And live streaming isn't even good on PS4, so I can't really do anything on Dead Island 2. And I'm kind of excited for Dying Light 2's new upcoming DLC, but that won't come until next year. And I haven't even touched Dying Light 2. Dying Light 2, it's eh. That's all I can say. It's eh. Like, go back and play it? Yeah, I probably won't even go back and play until the DLC comes out, because like I have no interest in Dying Light 2 right now. I could go and get all the trophies and all that, but I don't know if that's something I really want to do. Because there really isn't anything else to do. We're getting all these small DLCs in the game, and there really isn't anything else to do. There really isn't anything to do in the game besides all these small DLCs that only keep you occupied for like a week. Bloody Ties DLC was terrible. It was okay, actually. I'll say it was okay. The story is terrible, obviously, but as a DLC, it was okay. Disappointing? Absolutely. But that is all I have right now. Thank you guys so much for watching, for me ranting and gabbling and babbling on for an hour and 18 minutes about all this stuff. But if you would like to see more videos on the Boyd client, as well as other video games, let me know. And I will hopefully maybe try to get another video out sometime soon. But then again, like I said, if I disappear for another 6 to 8 months, don't be surprised. Especially since that I only have like a full month of summer left before August. That's when school starts. So, and when that starts, I will have almost zero time to make any kind of video. So, hopefully I can make another video or so sometime next month. And the reason why these videos are all spread out like this is because I can only do it, I still live with my parents, so I can only do a video when my parents are home. That way, there's no distractions and whatnot. So that's why I can't do, so that's why these videos are always spread out, because I can't, there's almost rarely a day when my parents aren't home, and it's on a day I don't work, or it's on a day where I work, during the night or whatever, so then I have a little bit of time to do a video. But that is all I have. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what else you guys like to see, and I'll see you guys in the next video, whenever that will be.